Hello Sagittarius, welcome back. This is your reading for December 17th through 23rd. So focus on the cards. Spirit, guardian angel, divine energy, universal energy. What do you have for Sagittarius for December 17th through 23rd? What would you like for them to know, pay attention to, or be aware of at this time? Please only allow truth, honesty, love, and acceptance here, as above, so below. Okay. So I'm doing this reading a little bit differently, as you will see. And this weekend, I did a video series for A Dash of Mindfulness, which is a PDF that I offer. And I explained it a little bit more because there's something for everyone to use there, and I just want you to be able to utilize it or understand what it is. Okay, so we have new vitality. Okay, so Sagittarius, this week you start something new and then you lose your momentum. Why did you lose your momentum? I feel like someone else is involved in you losing your momentum. So it's not you. It just doesn't turn out the way that you thought. So let's see what's going on. So you're having problems at home, or maybe in your relationship, or maybe even with the job or finding a job. You don't feel real stable. I love that you have the Magician though, because that tells me that you still have potential. Okay, it means that you still have the power, you have the skill, you have been prepared for this. You just need to know, what to do with it to make your dreams come true, if you will. Okay. So you become clear, and that's where the Magician comes in. It gives you have the tools, you have the understanding, you know where to go. Especially right next to new vitality, it means that you have this eagerness to start something new, something good. You have all this power behind you. 2 aces mean something wonderful is happening, or you have this new idea that you want to play around with. Okay. And it has to do with your stability, as I said before, within a relationship or work, okay? Whatever you were having a challenge in, it's like you become clear on what to do, okay? And you've been having a rough time through the relationship or through work, okay? And it's nice that you you found this clarity at the beginning of the week. What's interesting is, for some reason, you don't feel like you have enough experience in whatever it is, or enough understanding. It could have had something to do with a 3-party relationship, and this would be some residual energy. It wouldn't be a part of this. It's hard to explain, but it's in there somewhere. It's wrapped in there, okay? If you do have a 3rd-party relationship, or overindulging yourself and not focusing on your goals and what it is that you need to focus on, this is a good time to realize that, because I see you holding on to it. It feels like to me like it's your thing and you don't want to let it go. It's what you have. I don't want to say it sustains you, but it's more of a pleasure thing. Okay, it's not really helping you towards your future or anything like that, and you know this, but I feel like you choose to ignore it or choose not to deal with whatever this is, and that could be with the 3rd party as well. Okay, so moving forward, I see that you're fighting because you have this new beginning, and you're not going to easily let it go. Okay, you're not going to easily just let it move away from you. I see you fighting and maybe doing some double dealing, okay? Be careful of someone starting a new relationship behind your back or talking to someone new. But this may be you. I feel like you're starting a new job or looking for a new job or starting some new venture. And even though you may fail, I feel like you keep going, even though. You would hope that someone would pick you up, and you're kind of losing your umph, I guess you can say, because of it. But I don't think that it's going to stop you, Sagittarius, right? The moon is here because there is some fear and you feel like there's inconsistency. Maybe someone isn't picking you up, or like for a job, or your relationship is just kind of on the water, you know, like teetering. But the High Priestess means that there's something that needs to be dealt with here. And I feel it. There's something that needs to be dealt with. And it's kind of just being pushed off as, oh, this is just what it is right now. But it doesn't have to be that way. So death comes to bring it to an end. And you are. This is a good time to clear up things that are not helping you, instead of trying to hold on to them and hoping that they would get better, and redirect your direction. You have this good direction, you have this good drive, and now it's time for you to clear out all of the access that doesn't matter and that you don't need, so you can continue to move forward. I feel like there is some conflict because of the decision that you have made for yourself. But by clearing it out, yeah, because you're walking away from something or someone, okay, which is not, I feel like that's not a good move for you. But I feel like because of all the conflict and what's going on, you're just kind of like, I need to take a moment to step out. Or someone is leaving you because they made a bad move or a bad judgment. So be careful of that. But I feel like you're going to stand your ground, and you're not going to allow that to happen. You have all of this new hope and all of this clarity about what it is that you want. You're not going to allow this ending to take place. If there is an ending and you choose to cut something out of your life that shouldn't be there, okay, it doesn't serve you any longer, you're starting something new with all of this passion. You're not going to let it go to waste. All of this clarity, you're not going to let that happen. And I see you being more focused, especially with the Hierophant here. So by the end of the week, even though there's conflict and even though there's confusion, you're focused on clearing that out. Why? Because you have the power, okay? Instead of giving your power over to someone else or allowing someone else to make the decisions and the moves and the choices, and you just dealing with them and going, well, that's what they chose to do. You're not doing that. You're putting more of yourself in the situation to create some I was just about to say balance. Look at that. Some balance, right? Because you don't like the uncertainty. You don't like that feeling of not being secure in yourself when it comes to your career or where it is that you are. So that's what you're working on this week. So let's take a deep breath for a moment to inhale divine knowledge through opening the heart and the mind, and exhaling the old issues, conflicts, and struggles of the week. Okay. Your first card is relationships. So I am attracted to those people who serve my higher good. If there is a third-party relationship, this is your time to cut it off, because that's not what's for you, okay? You want your relationship to have some sort of structure, and you want it to be solid. So that's why you're cutting things off, right? It may not be perfect this week, okay? I'm not saying that it is, because I'm not getting that feeling like it is perfect. But you know what you want, and you have that direction. Things that do not work, things that do not serve you or your relationship is getting moved out. Okay, and it's time to do that. It's time to let those things go. So you're definitely trying to balance your relationship by the end of the week, even though you may not feel here in the middle or that you don't want to, but it's going to change. Release your ex, right? There's something else that you're holding on to, whether this is old energy or an old person, and it's time to let that go. Okay, I definitely saw that here. The Hermit is in reverse because you know better. You know better. That's all I'm going to say. Okay, so clear out your energy, work on the relationship that you have, whether this be with another person or yourself. You have the power. You are the magician. Okay. Okay. Don't let someone drag you back in. So thank you so much for listening. I will see you next week for more self-discovery. Love and light to you. Bye-bye.